Hello and welcome. My name is Valeria. This is a 20-minute yoga class for basketball players. Even if you play this as a sport, as a hobby, whatever it is, this flow can help you out. How? With the movements, the stretching, the mobility of the poses we'll practice today, you can lower your chances of getting injured and therefore spend more time playing this game that you love so much. Let's begin. In yoga, we start with the legs crossed, one ankle in front of the other. If this is not comfortable, you can sit up on a block or a pillow or extend one leg out as you work on creating flexibility for the hip flexors. Bring the attention to the spine by lifting the chest, relaxing the shoulders. Tuck your chin in slightly. Close your eyes or soften your gaze down to the tip of your nose. And begin to notice in your breath. Without really changing anything, notice the breath going in and out of your nose. Notice if your neck is tense and relax the neck. Relax the muscles on your face. Now take a deep, slow inhale through your nose. Fill your lungs all the way from the bottom to the top. And exhale out through your mouth. One more time. Inhale, deep, slow, fill the lungs. Abdomen expands. Exhale out through your mouth. Reach both arms up, palms together, and lower your hands towards your chest, resting the thumbs on the chest bone as a way to connect with your heart. Take this time to set an intention for practice. Have a clear idea on your mind. Take a deep, slow inhale through your nose. Hold the breath. And exhale out through your mouth one more time. Softly open your eyes. Reach both arms up. Lower your right hand to the side and lean to your right. Open the chest up towards the ceiling and relax the shoulders away from the ears. Both sitting bones are down on the floor. Feel the stretch on the left side of the body. Arm up or arm bent. Inhale back to center, both arms up. Exhale, lean to your left. That left palm is flat on the floor. Chest is open, and we stay here for a couple of breaths. Stretching the sides of the body can help you with movement and range of motion of your torso. And back to center one more time. Let's bring the shoulders towards the ears, back, down, and forward. Creating circles with the shoulders, but also paying attention to the range of motion as you move the shoulders down, forward, back, reverse. Maybe you feel or hear some cracking sounds, and that's all normal. And release down. Lift both arms up, open the arms out to the sides, and bring your right palm up. Lean towards your right side, chest is lifted, shoulders relax. Now lean towards your left, and as you do this, lower your right palm down and your left palm up. And now we move side to side, moving the palms as we move, keeping the chest lifted. Starting to warm up the shoulder joint, the arms, and also your core. Try and keep both sitting bones rooted down. Keep moving. Last two. Come back to center, both arms up, palms are facing each other, shoulders are relaxed. Breathe in. Exhale, palms together and towards the center of the chest. From here, we're going to move on to all fours. Shoulders above the wrists, hips above the knees, palms are flat, and your fingers are spread. Inhale, lift your head and tailbone up into cow. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, lift head and tailbone. Exhale, round. Let's do this 3 more times. This flexion and extension of the spine releases tension from the back. It increases flexibility as well. Last time through. Round the back. Come back into a neutral spine. Tuck your toes. Inhale. On the exhale, engage your abdomen. Push the floor away. Lift your knees 1 inch off the floor. And keep your gaze forward for 3 full breaths. Inhale deep on the exhale. Bring your belly button towards your spine and begin to push the floor away with your hands, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling into a downward facing dog. Take a look at your hands, palms are flat, fingers spread. Push the floor away from your shoulders, enough that your ears are framed by your biceps. Bring your awareness to your breath one more time. Inhale deep and slow. Exhale out slow and with control. Bend your right knee and extend the left. Feel the stretch on the back of the left leg, the hamstrings. Bend the left knee, extend the right. Now bend both knees. Shift your gaze up towards your hands and walk your feet towards them. Once your hands and your feet meet, we're going to stay here in a forward fold. Upper body is hanging over the legs. Your gaze is towards the knees. Straighten your legs as much as possible without locking the knees. And if you find yourself up here rounding too much of the spine, especially in the lower spine, you can slightly bend the knees and bring the bend from the hips down into the legs. Breathe here. In through your nose, out through your nose. Where are you holding on to the weight on the feet? If you find most of your weight on the heels, gently and slowly shift the weight towards the center of your feet. Imagine you're pointing up towards the ceiling with your tailbone. Last breath in. Exhale, completely bend your knees and slowly roll up one vertebra at a time, letting the arms hang heavy, the head hangs heavy. And the last thing to come up in alignment with the spine is your head. Here in a standing position, in mountain pose, we're going to lift both arms up, above the head, palms towards the center of the chest. Take a moment here and find balance between the left and the right side of your body. And then shift your weight forward and back. Find the balance between the front and the back of your body. Stay here. Inhale, reach both arms up. We move on to sun salutations. Exhale and fall forward to warm up the body for the poses and stretches ahead. Inhale into a flat back, shoulders away from your ears. Stay here in flat back for 2 breaths. Notice that we are lengthening through the spine on the inhale and trying to fall a little more from the hips on the exhale. Last breath in, exhale, fall completely, bend your knees, both hands down on the mat, left leg goes back into a low runner's lunge. Front knee above the heel, back leg is extended, look forward. On the exhale, relax your hips a little more. Inhale. On the exhale, take the front foot back, downward facing dog. Inhaling down dog. Exhale, bring your left foot forward in between the hands. Front knee above the ankle. As you inhale, you look forward, find expansion on the back. As you exhale, take the front foot back, feet together, plank pose. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abdomen, palms are flat on the floor, creating strength on the abdomen. Inhale. On the exhale, slowly lower into a tricep push-up or chaturanga by bending the elbows towards the hips. As you lower your chest forward, stop at the point where your elbows and your shoulders are on the same line. Inhale. On the exhale, slide your body forward, put the tops of the feet against the floor, and push the floor away with the tops of them, extending the arms, creating space between the shoulders and the ears. In upward facing dog. One more breath in. Exhale, tag your toes, push the floor away, lift your hips up, down dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Take a look at your hands. Walk your feet towards them, forward fold. Inhale, fan the arms up all the way. Exhale, hands to chest. Let's move 3 more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fall from the hips. Keep your attention on your breath. Flat back on the in-breath. Fall, bend the knees. Take your right leg back this time. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhaling down dog. Exhale, right foot forward. Finish the exhale. Take a full inhale as you look forward. Exhale, front foot back, plank pose. Inhale in plank. Exhale, tricep push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay in down dog for 3 breaths in this one. Finding movement or stillness. Keeping the attention on the breath. Bend both knees on your next exhale. Walk or hop your feet towards your hands. Hold this forward fold. Inhale, fan the arms up. Exhale, hands to chest. 2 more times. Arms up on the in-breath. Fall forward, release your head, look down to your knees. Flat back on the in-breath. Exhale, fold completely. Take your right leg back. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale and down dog. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, shoulders away from the ears, lengthen the back leg and the spine. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale in plank. Exhale, tricep push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And stay here for 3 breaths. Exhale, walk or hop your feet towards your hands, forward fold. Inhale, fan the arms up. Exhale, hands to chest, last time through, arms up. And fall. Flat back. Fall down, take your left leg back. Inhale, exhale, down dog. Inhale here, exhale, left foot forward. Inhale. Look towards the front, shoulders away. Exhale, foot back. Take a breath in. Use the exhale to slowly lower down into a tricep push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And stay here. 3 breaths. Last breath in. Exhale, take the right foot forward in between the hands and lower the back knee down to the mat. And try and walk that knee a little further back. Front knee is right above the ankle. We're gonna lift the torso, hands on the hips. Inhale. On the exhale, relax your hips down and forward. Now the back foot, you can tuck the toes and give the sole of your foot a little stretch. You can place the foot on top of the floor. Try and relax your hips a little more with each exhale. We're stretching the hip flexors on the left leg. Strengthening gently the quads and the glutes. And crescent lunge. All muscles that you use for your movement, side to side, for the running. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, lean to your right. Stay here for 2 breaths. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, both hands down inside of your right foot. Tuck your toes off the left and take the front foot back into down dog. Inhale. Exhale, left foot forward in between the hands. Lower your right knee down. We walk that knee as far back as it feels good for the stretch. Front knee above the ankle. Hands on the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Hips relax down and forward. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. Are you able to stay present with the movement, with the breath? If you catch yourself, your mind wandering away, keep bringing your mind back to the feelings of the breath as the air goes in and out of the body. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, lean to your left. Stay here for 2 full breaths. Right shoulder away from the ear. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, both hands down. Tuck the toes of the back foot. Extend the back leg and take the front foot back. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right foot forward this time. And take the back foot in slightly. The back toes are pointing toward the front left corner of your mat. Now bend into the right knee enough that you feel the right thigh is parallel to the floor. And then, only then, slowly begin to come up. Square the hips towards the front, look down to the back left foot, and make sure those toes are pointing inward to protect the knee. As we square the hips, feel the stretch on the back calf, on the lower calf. Squaring the hips, lifting the chest, both arms up, palms face each other, or you can interlace the fingers and point up with your index. Warrior one, stay here and breathe. See if you can lower into that front thigh, keeping your lower abdomen slightly engaged. Squaring the hips as much as you can. Last breath in. Exhale, both hands down, front foot back, downward facing dog. Breathe deep and slow. Let this pose adjust your body. On the next exhale, we're going to bring the left foot forward. The back foot steps in, so the back toes are pointing towards the front right corner of the mat. And then we bend into the front knee as much as we can, having the thigh parallel to the floor. Slowly come back up. And notice how much can you square the hips. If you need to adjust the stance slightly, do so. Abdomen is engaged, chest is lifted, both arms up. Breathe. Warrior one on the other side. Breathe deep, slow, fill the lungs all the way. Anchor the back foot down on the mat, square the hips. This builds core balance, stretches the calf muscles, the hips. Last breath in. Exhale, lower your hands down and take the front foot back into downward facing dog. In this down dog, we'll stay a full minute. Check your hands again. Palms are flat, fingers spread. Push the floor away from the shoulders. Shake your head yes and no to keep the neck relaxed. Ideally, we bring the heels as close to the mat as possible, stretching the back of the legs, strengthening all of the little muscles of the shoulder joint. Breathe deep and slow and try to find the sensations of the energy running from the palms of your hands all the way to your shoulders and from your shoulders to your hips. Then breathe in and find that line of energy from your heels all the way up to your hips. Stay, breathe. Look down to your belly button. On the next exhale, lower both knees down, big toes touch, push the floor away, child's pose. Lift your gaze up and move onto the mat, laying the body flat here. We're going to extend the left arm out and the left palm flat on the floor. Slowly, very slowly, we're going to shift the weight. We're going to twist the body, shifting the weight to the left hip and the left shoulder. If you haven't done this stretch before, just take a moment to see it. From here, we're going to shift the weight, roll over the left hip, the left shoulder, and the right foot can come all the way down behind the left leg, or you can keep it up if you like. And we're using the right hand to help us push the floor away. Now let's try it together. Left arm is extended. Left side of the face on the floor. Inhale. On the exhale, very, very slowly begin to roll onto your left hip and your left shoulder. And maybe you'll stay here and this is enough. Or you can start moving a little more towards the back of the room. Stay here and breathe. This is a deep stretch for the muscles of the front of the shoulder, the chest. It is also a twist for the torso. Last breath in. Slowly, very slowly, come back up towards the mat. Bring your chin up, right arm towards the side. Right side of the head down on the mat. Inhale. On the exhale, bring your left hand next to your chest and slowly begin to roll onto the right hip. Taking the left foot towards the back. Feeling the stretch without letting it be too intense. Last breath in. Exhale and slowly bring the body flat on the mat. Notice how slow we're moving back. Bring the right hand next to the chest. Push the floor away and transition onto the glutes, sitting up on the mat. As we lay down here, walk your heels as close to your glutes as possible. Arms are by the sides of the body. We're going to move into bridge pose, one of the last poses to condition your body and to help your body prevent injury. We're going to push the weight into the heels and lift the hips up. Now, shift the weight to the upper body. So feel the heels and the upper back holding the weight of your whole body. Use the upper arms to help you lift the chest slightly higher. You can stay here. Or if you have the flexibility and you want to work on increasing that flexibility for the shoulders, you may interlace the fingers underneath your lower back. Roll one shoulder in and then the other, and stay in bridge pose for about a full minute at a time. We only stay here for 30 seconds for today's practice. But all of these poses, down dog, warrior one, crescent lunge, bridge pose, forward fold, these are all poses that can help you increase range of motion and flexibility. You can take them alone and practice them about a minute each, 3 times, about 3 times a week. Last breath in, and slowly lower your hips down on the floor. Palms are flat, lift your feet off. Hands are to the sides. Inhale, exhale, knees to the right. Gaze to the left, and every time we twist, we release tension and compression from the lower back. Last breath in, exhale, knees back to center. Take a full breath in, exhale, knees to your left, gaze to your right. Rest here for a couple of breaths and work on relaxing your hips and your legs with each exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bring your knees back to center and lower your feet down on the mat for Shavasana pose, where we extend the legs or keep them bent. It's up to you and to how your lower back feels. Shavasana pose, we give the body the time to receive the benefits of the poses that we practice. It's also a way of resetting the body and the mind. Rest here comfortably, keeping the attention on the breath. Soften the muscles of your face, the muscles of your whole body, and relaxed. Now take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Reach your arms over your head and have a nice good morning stretch. Bring your knees to the chest, hug your knees in tightly. Let your body fold to the right side and slowly come back up into a seated position. Once in a seated position, bring the attention back to the spine by lifting the chest, relaxing the shoulders. Hands on top of your knees, and with your eyes closed, feeling the length on your spine, I invite you to practice just a couple of moments of silent meditation. Inhale, both arms up above the head, and then hands towards your chest. Every time you spend practicing, keeping your attention on your breath, noticing the range of motion of your body, practicing being in the present moment, every time you spend without spending time in the future or the past or on the things that you have to do, you are nurturing your mind and the ability that you have to focus. And hopefully you can bring that into the sport that you love so much. We finished class saying namaste.